G'day everyone, it's me, the Anti-Theocrat. Now there is a brat in the background, so you might hear some noise. Homeschooling is on, and anyway, I've still got to get videos out when they come up. So I actually wanted to do something different with this one. We're going to promote Gab and Dissenter. I'm not being paid by anybody for this. I just really love the Dissenter idea. The fact that not only can I comment on websites, but if I go to Gab, all of that information is gathered together in one place. I don't have to go to each individual website to find this commentary. I just love what Dissenter is about, and I love its attachment to Gab. I can't say I do not enjoy using it. In the way I really detest using Twitter, because it is just a spiel of shit all fucking day. With Gab, people are commenting in the Twitter manner, but you can also do this Dissenter option, which allows you to comment and bring in website information. I'm going to essentially read my Dissenter comments on a website with this video. So let's go ahead and do that. This should be a short video. My comments are normally fairly short, although I am a writer. Boy, am I a writer. But let's give it a go. Okay, this came up in my feed from Yahoo Life. I'm not sure how I feel about Mother's Day since coming out as non-binary. So, I'm using the Dissenter browser, by the way. Let's hope for my internet to hold out so that we can see what we've done here. I hope you feel like a right twat. You have a vagina. You fucked someone with that vagina. And even if they came forth by some other means than back through your vagina, you are a mother. You gestated and gave birth, you fucking idiot. Playing your little identity game doesn't change that fact. Grow the fuck up. And should anyone come to this website, they can open their Dissenter attachment, or as I have the Dissenter browser, it's up here. I use several different browsers. I use different browsers for different reasons. I'm just going to take a quick swipe at this. I'll bring this up onto the screen and watch for the horror. Okay, you can see we're loading a BitChute video at the moment. I don't want to disturb that because I've had a bit of trouble getting it up. You can see this is one browser. This is my social media at the front end here. Then there's websites I haven't quite finished with, but they haven't made it to being used in video status. As you can see, there's also all this crap that I keep on this one that I do not keep on the Dissenter browser, which is why I use the Dissenter browser for my videos. I can keep it nice and clean. I import material from the Opera browser. Opera is not the only browser I'm using. I'm actually using 3 browsers at the moment. I'll give you a quick flick up of where my Dissenter browser is at the moment. You can see that at the bottom of the screen. That's what I have open, and each of those screens, apart from the Netflix one, which is just sitting there in the background doing nothing, has 2 or 3 windows open preparing for video production. But that child in the background keeps talking. He cannot watch a video on his pad and not talk to it. So as you can see, I moved the material to the Dissenter browser for video production to give you a nice clean thing to look at. A lot of rubbish. Stop talking, Flora. Anyway, moving on, I saw this little logo in the corner, which is, what I've based my opening picture on, the little princess thing. So I thought, I'm going to click on that and see where it takes me. Well, it took me to a wonderful site. Why you may be suffering insomnia and bad dreams. There's a wealth of really good stuff in here. And I don't know, maybe there's some good stuff in there, the articles about vaginas and things. Maybe they're quite good stories, good articles worth reading. You'll get some information out of it. But amongst the relevant and important stuff, you are going to have to suffer shit like this. We need to hashtag cancel rent, so we need to do it immediately. To which, I'm not going to read each of these for you. I will link them below if you want to have a read of the crap that comes through these sorts of calls to action. Come on. I've got to warn you, my internet has been crap for a week, so some of these might take a bit of time to load. I tried to have all this prepared. Anyway, the cancel rent movement, backed by congresswomen like Alexandria, whatever the Cortez woman, and that Omar woman. Well, at least we know where you get your ignorance of economics from. I know a place in the world where they don't pay rent, and I do, by the way. It's a holdover from the Soviet Union, an outpost city that has a strategic need to remain populated. So other than a bloody revolution that will give us shitty state-built accommodation with paper-thin walls so the secret police can have a spine on one another, how do you suggest we free up landlords from their debts? Because you can't just do away with rent without doing away with the whole property market and that side of privatisation. And that means going right back to the banking and shutting down mortgages. And that goes right back to sorting out the economy with all the, only a tenth of all money is real and the rest of it is created through lending. So the economy is going to take a fairly severe hit when we shut up all that not money that's tied up in property. You cannot just cancel rent. Unless, of course, you want the government to pay it. So anyway, that was my comment on that one. I've got to stop ranting on. So we went for a bit of a search through this website, and that's where I'm going to go. This is just the comments about this website. Sometimes the scariest things are just monsters in the closet. Now, my dissenter comment, waiting. Oh, that came up nice. Righto. Wow, it's like mothers and fathers parent in different ways, even in the classes wealthy enough to live in coastal Maine, by choice. It's lovely to hear how your relatively wealthy lifestyle gives you the time to spare looking over your kids with your husband, but nicer to hear that you've perhaps started learning not to treat your kids and your husband like they can't, that should have been can't, I will have to correct that, manage without your constant mothering. Maybe the men's rights movement had a point about fathers being required to do the things mothers don't, and vice versa. And I'm going to do this now just to show you how convenient this is. Now, where was it? Perhaps you've learned not to treat your kids or your husband like they can't. And look at that. And then I can save that. And Dissenter will tell me that it has saved a copy of the original. So anyone can check my edit. And it's not going to let me at the moment. We'll come back to that. Anyway, yeah, it's very easy to use Dissenter. I love Dissenter. Going on to the next page. We should stop popping that up on me. It's equal pay day, and these adorable kids totally get it. Oh, do they? Don't we have the same job? Right. Anyway, reading my comment, as this is what this video is meant to be about. See, I write these things on websites all over the place, and I never use them for anything. I just sort of comment and disappear. Well, I thought I'd put a video together. Seeing as this site got my attention a bit. And from Moron Mummy, we get yet another look at how deranged people can't accept the basic truth that there is no wage gap. There is a choice gap. The choice you have to be at home and parent or work casual for daycare money so you can not parent your own kids. The very same right most of you deny your male partners. You know, the wage slave, the guy you think needs to spend more quality time with your kids, and when he does, he doesn't bring in enough money. Then he does it all wrong, not your way. It leans back on the last story. So you divorce him for not being everything you want him to be. Then you take half his money. Remember that person? the one with few, if any, choices. How about you teach tech? How about you teach your girls to do anything? How about as you teach your girls to do anything you teach them, their male partners can also do anything they want. As an at-home father, I know firsthand how few women respect men doing anything they want while their partners choose to work. Maybe then you'll see the lifetime earning gap shrink. So, yeah, my typos are a bit shit. You get that. I didn't learn to type. Shit, there wasn't even computers in my school till the year I left. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. Mental health struggles are even greater for young mothers. So, nice short and sweet comment on this one. If we can get it back up again. Come on, interwebs. Hold out for us. That's it. I've barely had internet for the last week, so, we're doing well today. Yeah, that's why they kill their own kids more often than fathers do. It's terrible the choices they're forced to make, and that make their lives so horrible. I probably should have clarified that. These people are too stupid to realise that having kids is a choice. Is it also why men kill themselves more often? I know, I shouldn't ask. Women always have it worse. I was just thinking out loud. My mistake. I do like that lean. Okay, moving on. A judge rejected the US women's WNTS, that's the women's soccer equal pay claim, but they're not giving up. By the way, if their audience is this, basically the teenage girls who play soccer, it's no wonder they're not bringing in a lot of money. They're not giving up. I mean, it's not their fault they signed a contract to take more base income and less bonus payouts. They still get more money as a percentage of earnings than the men, but hey, it's not enough. Just because nobody wants to see lesbians play at being men. Yeah, I went there. The women at the top of this are openly lesbos, and they're not playing as hard as the men. What did you want me to say? They're the same? I don't think I'd call the ruling that came down a setback anyway. It was an absolute kick in the cunt. Go down, stay down. You made the choices, and you aren't bringing the audiences. Do the work or fuck off. That or renegotiate your contracts. And I hope they sack you all and find a team who play as hard as the men. Am I shocked the soy boys sided with the women? Because they note in the article that the men's teams signed a petition and sided with the women in their case. No. Grow up, dudes. The judge ruled in your favour. You get paid less. It's time for you to take up the case for yourselves. Demand a higher cut. And that's exactly what the judge came down with. The women already get more, and they signed a contract for the deal they get. Nobody forced their hand. Okay, Craig takes to Reddit to whine about co-worker nursing her baby during Zoom meeting. This was an excellent article. None of them were excellent articles. Tilt the camera up and get your tit off the screen. There is no place for tits in a place of work, and unless you work in a place that requires you to be tits out, the two should never meet. How would you like a male colleague wanking to you to the porn on screen too? Not the right place? Distracted? I don't care if it wasn't about tits. If it was about kids running about, the same rules apply. It isn't the right time or place. Grow the fuck up. So, you can see I have a good time using Dissenter. Anyway, I'll give you a quick look at my, not that one, this one. Well, I've got that one open, there we go. Yeah, this is my Gab. This is my feed, I guess. It is my feed. Look at that. So there you go. This is the Anti-Theocrat's feed. You can see my video just gone up. The Clemtard one, and you can see the people I've chosen to have in this feed. Oh shit, a lot of me. Yeah, I do have other people in there, but they're not showing a lot at the moment, are they? Anyway, you can see all the regulars are in there. It's as far as I'm concerned, good trade. I love Gab and Dissenter. If you are not signed up with Gab yet and not using it, it comes up as gab.com here, but you can get to it by using gab.ai and get yourself an account. Look up the Anti-Theocrat while you're there. I'm advocating for everyone to move away from the big platforms, and personally, this outside the big platforms, this is my favourite platform. I can't say it's not. I like Minds, and I'd post to Minds, and again, if you want to go to Minds and find me as the Anti-Theocrat, I'm over there, but I only post my videos there if you want social media content. If you know me through Facebook, then that's still the best place to find me, just posting random shit. Except here on Gab. So yeah, that's it. That's my promotional video for Gab without them actually paying me a cent for doing so. Yeah, Minds is the alternative to YouTube, the best alternative I've found. The problem with it is that I like having an auto feed, but YouTube's auto feed is giving me the shits enough that I might just move over to Minds anyway. Every second video that comes up in a feed for me takes me to, these days with YouTube, takes me to Sky News, because I watched a Sky News article once. I'm not subbed to them. I do not put them in my lists anywhere, but I continually get them in my feed, and I'm getting sick to fucking death of it, because I have a huge list of people. There's 130 odd people I watch in my YouTube feed. Shut up, phone. As regulars. See, this is inappropriate. It's like getting my tit out, isn't it? My phone saying shush at me because it's got a bloody text message. Okay, who cares? This is my video. I can have in it what I like. Kids in the background and phones making noise. It's not like I'm in a meeting, is it? But yes, I'd sooner just get the feed that I've chosen to get, and if I decide to vary from that feed, as I often do, then I'd like that to be my choice, and my choice of who it goes to, not YouTube's choice of which fucking media outlet I'm going to get. And the thing with the auto feed is, once it moves over to bloody Sky News, that's all I get for the next half hour if I don't fucking race over to my, because I'm normally Bluetoothed to my phone wherever the fuck it is, and if I don't race over and change the feed back to something sane, that's all I'm going to get. Shits me up the wall. Anyway, didn't mean to do the rambling at the end, but we've really got to get off the mainstream medias. This is me, the Anti-Theocrat, saying again, may your gods remain fictional, and I will see you in the next one.